Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to replace the brake pads and the brake rotors on this Ford Transit. When removing the wheel, the best place to put it's right on the side under the car. This will act as a fail-safe in case your car jack fails. To remove the brake pads, start by removing these two bolts. There's one at the top and one at the bottom. When you've finished removing the last bolt, you can start removing the brake caliper by pulling it outward. Once you have removed the caliper, you can now start removing the brake pads. You can use a flathead screwdriver to wedge them outward and they should pop out. Most inner brake pads has a cable sensor connected to them. This cable sensor will need to be removed and replaced. Next, check the brake rotor. If the groove is more than 2 mm, it needs to be replaced. You can do that by removing the top and bottom screws of the last part of the brake caliper. Once you have finished removing the last part of the brake caliper, you can now remove the center bolt. You can do that by using an impact wrench or a large socket set, whichever you've got at home. Now you need to separate the wheel bearing from the rotor. To do that, start by removing these 5 bolts. Once you have finished removing the bolts, look on the side of the rotor and you see a little hollow gap. You can stick some flathead screwdrivers in there. You need 2 of them, one at each end, and you can start by pulling them upward. You need to use your foot to press down to hold the rotor in place. And with just little force, it should pop out like this. Before you install the new rotor, give this part a good clean, because you don't want to be putting it back when it's full of rust and dirt. To make the install between the wheel bearing and the new rotor easier, apply some lubricant into the place where they connect. This will help it slide into place much easier and without too much effort. When you are ready to connect the two, make sure the holes are all aligned. That way it will make it easy for you to put the bolts in place. When you finish putting in the 5 bolts, go ahead and tighten them. This is only going to be the first step of the tightening. After you finish assembling the whole rotor in place, you're going to have to use a torque wrench to tighten them to the right required amount. Now you can go ahead and put the brake rotor back in place, and don't forget to put the washer back before installing the center bolt. Before installing the brake assembly back in place, remove the old brake pad clips and install the new ones that come in the box. You don't really have to do this, but if you have them, why not install them? When you are done with those clips, you can go ahead and put the assembly back, installing the 2 bolts that you took out, one at the top and one at the bottom, and make sure you make them nice and tight. And now you can go ahead and install the brake pads. Start by aligning the bottom and clipping the top, and same with the back, align the bottom and clip the top. Before installing the brake caliper back in place, you'll notice there's this rubber sleeve. Inside that, there's a big long metal shaft. You need to pull it out, give it a good clean, and put new grease on it. The grease usually comes with the brake pads, but if it doesn't, you can buy this grease. This is just a high temperature grease that you can buy from your local hardware store. Normally there are 2 shafts in a brake caliper, one at the top and one at the bottom. Make sure you do the same for both of them. Before installing the brake caliper, you need to connect this brake pad sensor. To do that, feed it through the caliper and connect it to the inner brake pad. When you finished installing the brake sensor, you can go ahead and install the caliper. Make sure when pushing it back in place, nothing comes out and gets dislodged. When everything's aligned perfectly, go ahead and install the bolts, one at the top and one at the bottom, and make sure you make them nice and tight so they don't come loose when you are driving. Remember the wheel bearing and the rotor? Now it's time to use a torque wrench to tighten those bolts. I cannot give you the exact measurements you need because each car and each wheel is different. You need to find the information online yourself and tighten them to the right ratio. And when you've finished installing everything, you can go ahead and put the wheel back on. The same process can be used on all 4 wheels of the car. Take your time, do it right, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe and you'll be notified every time I upload new videos. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you and leave that in the comments below.